Smash Brothers, baby.
Yeah. So, come on.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay. Oh my God, here with Selfish Magazine. I'm here today with Mr. Roscoe Copeland. Hey, he's the author, the artist, and the entrepreneur. What's up, Mr. Copeland? How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm blessed, sweetheart. How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for having us at your home today.
No problem. No
Awesome. You're looking fabulous as always.
Come on, get out of here. I'm just chilling. It's a regular day.
That sounds good. So I heard you got some new things dropping. You got a couple of projects going on. So what's going on with you?
Cocaine Shadows is what we're doing right now. The book, the album. The album is and the book is available right now on Amazon, iTunes, wherever you buy books, wherever you buy albums, it'll be available. High Life LLC, that is the company. That's what it's all about right now. We on the Cocaine Shadows movement right now. You know, we're trying to represent something different.
Okay.
Something new.
Okay, so you got a lot of things going on. So let's take it one step at a time. Who is Roscoe Copeland? Who are you?
Me, I'm a regular guy. Van Dyke and Harper, born and raised Detroit. Projects, Jeffrey Projects.
East Side.
Moved East Side for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Moved to Van Dyke and Harper when I was about one. Grew up in like most of us on the East Side, you know, at least 70-80% in rough childhood. You know what I'm saying? Torrid childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I speak to some of that in the book.
Okay.
About my upbringing. You know, my father was on drugs. There was 6 of us. I'm the first of 6. Had to be the man of the house at about 6 years old. You know, so we moved around, been homeless 2 or 3 times. You know, so to say we had it rough probably is an understatement. You know, it was so long ago. So you just call it rough in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's compelling enough for me to want to write a story about it. We moved back and forth. Did move back to Detroit eventually. I was in the streets, out the streets. Always kept a job, but a hustler by nature. Learning more about my father when I did the research to do the book, because the book is not really about me. You know, I'm in the book, but the book is really a story about a family that was affected by the shadows of cocaine. It's not about an autobiography of Roscoe Copeland. You know?
Got you. Okay.
I don't even come along in the book to, the end of the book. You know what I'm saying? So, in and out the streets, I ended up catching a Fed case in 2012, 2013, and then the book came about because I was explaining you got to talk to a psychiatrist or something. I almost cussed, I'm sorry. You got to talk to a psychiatrist when you're about to be sentenced, pre-sentencing. So he asked me a bunch of questions about my childhood, stuff that, you push to the back of your head, but
Absolutely.
he's forcing me to bring out. And as I look to the right of me, my little short, old Jewish attorney is in tears.
Oh, wow.
Like he's in tears. I'm like,
Profound.
what the hell wrong with you?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm just answering the questions.
Absolutely.
And he kind of told me at the elevator, like, man, your story. Because it kind of went the way I said it was going to go. I'm a firm believer in the universe, positive energy. I feel like the universe is my genie. You say what you want.
Absolutely.
You believe it wholeheartedly, and that's what happened. I'm kind of living testament of that. So when he was at the elevator telling me about that, I think that day, that was September the 15th or September 16th, I said, you know what, I'm going to write a book and go in depth about it. And then and going into it, it's issues that affect us all.
Absolutely.
So that's who I am. I'm somebody just trying to get it from something, from nothing to something.
Got you. So who are you hoping to get affected by this book? What are you hoping to happen with this book?
Honestly, I'm looking for a way to get into the schools.
Okay.
So I'm looking to. It's so many kids going through so much that you don't see it, and not just kids. So the book is not. It's not going to affect kids. The book is going to help kids, adults, mothers, inspire fathers. You know, the book is going to touch so many people. There's so many dynamics in it. It's poverty, it's homelessness, it's drug abuse, drug addiction, it's drug selling, it's love. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different dynamics in the book. So anybody who went through anything like I went through, which it was so many went through it, they're going to be affected by it. Whether they went through it then, in their past, or going through it now, or heard somebody going through it, and then people who just don't know that world even exists. That you know, we glorify hustling. You know, you turn on the radio, turn on the TV, we glorify hustling. We glorify, the Gucci bags, and we glorify that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about in the hustling aspect. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about the families that. The effects of the person that was hustling. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the kids that was at home by themselves or with a single mother, or we don't talk about that. So the book touches on all of those things. So it's kind of like making a new, and it's a series. So it's going to be a book. It's going to be a series.
Awesome.
So we're going to keep doing that.
How do you feel that this book has changed you or helped you?
Well, for me, it was therapy. You know what I'm saying? I experienced it. It's like the story is through the eyes of me, my emotions of me, the soul of me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was actually therapy. So it helped me deal with a lot of stuff. At the same time, I started writing on it. I was sentenced to 6 months of home confinement on the tether, but I was here. So I had nothing but time to think. So it was rough.
Right.
It was rough going through it because you suppress those. You suppress those images, those like I saw my mother get beat countless of times. You know what I'm saying? Countless, so many times that you don't want to. Like when I just told y'all pre-interview, like how I'm a sucker for women crying. That's where it comes from.
Absolutely.
And I was just saying that, not knowing we would tap on that into the interview, but that's where it comes from. I can't stand to see a woman cry or be sad. Right. It's hard for me to tell a woman no. All of that stuff. It stems from that. Yeah. So for me, it was therapy. The book more so as the album, but also the album was therapy for me too.
Yeah. Let's jump into the album, and the album is called
Cocaine Shadows. Also.
Awesome. Wow, that's wonderful how you mirrored both of them, which is great. So we want to talk about that as well. So regarding the album, I know the book was therapy. Was the album therapy as well?
Yes. It took me longer to do the album than the book. I started on the album before I caught the fake case. Okay. I've been working on it, as an artist, I'm so, I'm also a Virgo, so I'm very meticulous. So, I've been working on the album for 5, 6, or 7 years. I don't even know. It's just I keep going. I wanted it to be perfect. And then 2 years ago, when I started on the book, it kind of helped me get more definitive with what I wanted to do with the album. I was touching on so many issues in the book. I wanted to kind of correlate them into the album and touch on some issues into the album. It's not a regular album. It's not. It's a good album. You can put it in and listen to it from beginning to end. It's a smooth, grown-up album. It's not a shake your ass party and BS album. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Or a typical Detroit type album.
Yeah, I don't want to say typical Detroit, but I don't think nothing is typical about it. I don't think it's typical. I think it's atypical to any kind of album that I heard, only because it's correlated to a story that you can get the book. I can, if I like the music, or let me see what his life is about, or I found out what his life about. Let me see, because at the end of the book, it's gonna leave you wanting, like, what happened?
Right.
So I'm kind of and I'm kind of want to use that, the essence of that, to make people say, because here in Detroit and everywhere around the world, we bootleg albums, we download it for free. Once you get the story and you read the story, you're gonna be so tied to the story. You're not going to no gas station to get it from. You're gonna want to go buy that album. You're gonna want to support that.
So did you have any musical influences with the album at all, or was just life influences?
I would say life influences and musical. I started music from old school artists. That's why when you hear my music, it's gonna take you back. You can
Like
sit
a
back and drink.
slow-
You can sip some wine. You ain't gotta go get the Ciroc and turn up. You can sip some wine with it, or you can
Grown
sip
folks music.
and you can sip the Ciroc with it too, because you're still gonna get into it. It's still gonna hit you. It's still intense. It's still grown up. But I just give it to you from a different perspective, to where I want you to listen to it. I don't want you to react to it. Like most music they write now, you don't know what the hell they said.
That's true.
You may know the hook and you know the
beat.
You know, I kind of wrote this album because I kind of want you to like sit down, chill, and like listen. Let me talk. It's like let me talk to you. Like we're doing this interview.
Right.
That's how the album is. Like let me talk to you for a minute.
About real
Tell
stuff.
you something.
Real stuff.
About life. Ain't nothing else but about life. And then if you know it's a book out, you know, okay.
Wow.
And then vice versa. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we talked about we talked about you as an author. We talked about you as an artist. Let's talk about you as the entrepreneur. What else Mr. Roscoe Copeland got in his bag? Come on now, you pulling out some stuff here.
My High Life is the company.
Right.
High Life LLC.
Okay.
Since '96. That's putting out the book and the album.
So is that the publishing company?
The publishing is Ghetto Creations, which is under High Life. High Life has like a few companies under its umbrella.
Okay.
Me and my brothers formed High Life a while ago. So I mean, there's a laundry list of companies. But as far as me individually own companies that I'm hands-on with, is High Life, of course. And then I have my financial consultant company, Alexis Realty Solutions, where we assist people with getting their credit right.
Okay.
We're auto brokers. We're also trade line brokers.
Okay.
We do real estate investing. You know what I'm saying? We do business building as far as business credit. And then I do marketing and advertising for Duke's Legal Group, where we do bankruptcies and child support and divorce. So I try to be service oriented.
I see.
You know, if people need you, you know, if they need you, they're gonna, you know, hey, I'm here, take my money, here, give you the money. And then it's up to you if you make sure the service is up to par. And I like to be excellent. Yes. Then they're gonna tell their friends about it.
Absolutely.
And then one of the books before I read The Secret, because The Secret is the book that like changed my whole life.
Okay.
But before I read that, I read Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
And the one thing I got from that is, people don't buy products or services, they buy people. So if you build yourself up where people can trust you, I could sell them ink pens if they trust me enough. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing I got from that is services. The company or the man or the people that provides the services will always be wealthy, because they'll always be needed. And so that's always been in the back of my mind. Now we went some tumbled rocks to get there.
Oh, absolutely. That's business.
Fed cases, Department of Justice, all of that stuff, but trying to get it right and do it right. But the essence of it, and the universe always knew my heart, so it always kept me, you know, unscathed.
Okay, well that's great that you've been through so much, because now you could take that and give back or build the next generation. Just like you said, want to get into the schools and all that, you know, that's a lot to give back. That is great. Do you have any kind of anything set up where you're trying to get into schools in particular?
Well, yeah, I'm working with Ken Sanders, who works with the mayor of Detroit. He also did the forwarding on my book.
Wonderful.
He just got appointed to one of the commissions that's over the Cass Corridor.
Okay, awesome.
Thing. So me, him, and his wife, she's like a non-profit guru.
Wonderful.
We're definitely sitting down with Support Detroit is what we're gonna do. Some, you know, just to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Already bought the website, the domain name, in case somebody try to steal my stuff and y'all put it out there. But no, Support Detroit is what it's gonna be. And yes, we're trying to find a way to get into the schools ASAP.
Okay, so with all of that, you have so much going on with all of that. What's next for Mr. Copeland?
Highlight. I'm setting up right now where my financial consultant company and the duties that I perform as far as marketing and advertising for Duke's Legal Group, where I delegate those responsibilities to somebody else so I can concentrate, focus, 100% on, because it's another Cocaine Shadows will be out in 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
We have another book I'm working on, then we got the laundry list of projects we working on the record side, as far as Carter and Mr. Peter Hunt and Soul Boy and Smash Brother Productions, and I mean we got a lot going on as far as the music side. So I'm ready to just sit back and be a CEO. You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful.
And delegate responsibility. So
So how can the people get in touch with you if they want to contact you?
Instagram, High Life CEO, Roscoe Copeland, Facebook. It's also a High Life H2Is LIFE fan page, business page, and Cocaine Shadows got the same kind of page. So you can go on the Cocaine Shadows page, you can go on the High Life page, you can Instagram High Life CEO. Just put High Life in Google, we'll come up all kinds. Just Google us.
So it could be Facebook, it could be anywhere.
Yeah, no, just
you guys
Google.
are everywhere.
Yeah, just Google. Yeah, we'll come up. Google my name, and it's gonna say a couple. Don't worry about the Fed cases and all that stuff. You know, just don't worry about all that.
Right.
It's about where you at, not where you been. Yes,
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having us today. Thank you.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
Awesome. That's your girl Shayomygod for Selfish Magazine. Thank you for joining us. If you want to hear more, check us out at selfishmag.com. Check y'all later.
Peace. High life forever.